Yes.
May Day is Lei Day in Hawaii, and while we're still over a month away from May 1st, it's never too early to enjoy a fresh-made lei. Now with us on set is our 2023 City and County 94th Lei Queen and Hawaii Manalo Waikini.
Yeah, we gotta mention that. Hawaii Manalo.
This is the beautiful Leilani Kahoʻāno. How you doing, Leilani?
Oh,
Welcome back. Welcome back to our holiday.
Oh, it feels like our holiday.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you for welcoming us for another Lei segment.
Of course.
Always, always.
Yes.
And we always love what you do, and we just can't wait to talk about these beautiful lei that are happening in front of us. But first, can you just briefly share the history of the Lei Queen and the important components of what it means to be selected as Lei Queen?
Absolutely. So the first Lei Queen actually was in 1928, Nina Bowman, and we are very fortunate this tradition has continued. We're nearing 100 years. The process has where we have to speak Olelo Hawai'i, be able to also, in English, be able to answer 4 questions about why we want to be Lei Queen and what it means to having this fond passion for lei. As well as make lei. You have 1 hour in which to make in front of the judges.
Wow.
You also
How's
have
your hands? Not like
Hey, thank God for hula and the You're under that kind of pressure, so this at least felt like a more natural thing. But then also making a second lei that we also have presented on our table, and then also being able to dance hula and poise and character. So a number of things go into that process.
yes.
And when we think of you, you check all of those boxes.
absolutely.
100%. Now we got this beautiful lei in front of us. Can you talk about the different styles of lei making? I know there's a bunch, right?
So there's 7 styles. Today I wanted to really focus on 3 of those because the constant question is, can you get me a haku lei? And haku lei for us means braiding, right? And some people think when you vili this lei po'o, this flower lei that's going to be sitting upon one's head, they call that a haku lei too. So I thought, you know what, let's start with the basics with kui. Kui is a very common one, so I brought many styles of kui today.
Oh, wow.
And we don't think about, right, that kui, not kui, but kui lei, right? And how that is just strung. So that would be using, for most, a lei needle or some kind of little instrument that helps us to get into the shell or get into the paper, whatever it is. In this case, I'm going to use the lei needle today, which is the most common, right? And then we're also going to just for a moment haku and vili.
Okay, why don't you do the haku one? Because I think many people are familiar with this. Growing up in Hawaii, of course, for May Day, elementary school, we gotta kui the
Construction
the
straws.
Yeah, and the puamelia. And so can we do a little demonstration of the haku, please?
So actually, we're going to start with the vili.
Oh, vili, okay.
Because many people call a haku lei, a vili lei, a haku lei. So in this case, I'm just going to start now. I'm cheating a little bit. You folks are not seeing how we normally would go. I'm going to not separate my entire strand here, but we would. However, one starts with their kaula, and that's the backing, right? The foundation. I love to mention anti-euphemia. And I'm actually going to do one of the first lei that we're taught is with the mock orange. Yeah. So this would be the vili, and in this case, I'm just going to quickly just put this together. And I'm going to place it onto my foundation here, my kaula, and then take one of my strands, which I use to start my braid first. I'm being so lazy, I'm here.
No worry.
And then I would just go ahead and start winding, right? 1. Oh, I don't have my glasses. That's why I'm like, how come this feels very awkward? 1, 2, 3.
You like borrow mine?
No, I gave it to cousin over here.
Mahia ko makaani-ani. Mahia la?
So then that I start the first 3, and then I go ahead and place another 3. And I just go down and continue, right? And continue winding as well as placement.
It's getting thicker.
That gets thicker, and then it gets a little fuller, and then next thing you know, you've got a lei, right?
Yes.
That you can wear around your head, or else it's one that can be actually vili all the way around to where it's a regular lei.
I love that with the mock orange, because in Waimanola we get choked, so that's a commodity
Brother,
right there. I like this.
Yes.
You better start practicing, brother.
Yes, I will.
And you know what I realized I didn't bring in with me, ladies?
And gentlemen.
And gentlemen,
Kia ora mana.
we're going to do something. We're going to just like improvise right
He's calling me
now.
out on TV. You know what I'm saying? Cousin.
You folks, Waimanalo people, they're so fun.
Yeah.
We come into town, we don't know how to behave sometimes.
No worry.
Seriously. Very, very honored. Haku means to braid. And my 3 tea leaves are in the car.
Oh, that's okay.
So, oh my gosh, we go inside and I forget, we're on
That's
the way
okay.
to an event or something. And you're like, oh my gosh, I left that there. That's okay. You know what? There's always a way to find things
Well, you know what?
right
This
around
gives
you.
us a great reason for you to come back.
Well, it does. And can you just hold it?
I
And I'm
will.
just going to go ahead and
Oh,
haku
she's
this.
improvising.
And I would actually probably use the stems. I'd have to use my kaula too. But I probably would use the stems to start braiding and then put another one in and start going down, put another one in. And next thing you know, this might not be a lei that you could wear, but it's a lei that might be where you can present it on the
Oh my
table.
goodness.
So we would just go ahead and keep inserting along the way. I'm trying to rush through.
Super,
but
super
this
talented.
teaches you that a lot of times, you might be at something, you go, oh, I want to make a lei for someone and I wish I had brought one. And so you look around wherever you're at and find things. And there's always a way to make a lei out of anything that's around you.
I love the thought of that because that's actually what our kupuna did. They would just
Yes.
grab what they had and
Yes.
it would create something that was so magical and so
Yeah.
beautiful, like the one you have, Lina Girl.
Yeah,
Let's be
Yes.
down.
this is
Yes.
the dot matrix paper.
Yes,
right here.
yes.
Right here, the dot matrix paper.
And we kind of laugh, people often will say, kalamai for you, sorry to baby. Shell lei, you're in Waikiki. And because I'm in Waikiki and I want to mahalo my hotel, Marriott, if I may, for allowing me to just come in and be able to share with you folks during this time. But sometimes, we get these shell lei, we get kukui lei, and these seem like, tourist lei and stuff. On the other hand, if we think about what it takes to gather the shell. So yesterday, my hanai ohana from Niihau, was in-house, and love when the lei pupu or the pupu is there. But then also, it's a nice way of just remembering that someone's hands had to gather, someone's hands had to be able to string.
Absolutely.
And they grew from the aina or from the kai in some way, right? So we can still honor it as a gift from our aina and from our kai.
I remember Uncle Joe Recca, we just have about a minute
Oh,
left,
yeah, Uncle
Leilani, but I remember
Joe.
Uncle Joe Recca said that it is what the intention of the gift is.
Yes.
That is where the mana
Mana.
Yes.
lies.
Mana, yep.
So whether it's dot matrix paper or
Yes.
these shells or whatever it may be.
How about the kosi
koa
growing up with the
seeds.
haole
It's
koa
that-
right around us?
It's that aloha, and I just love the fact that you gave us lei today.
Oh my gosh,
In true
I love
Lei
sharing
Queen
lei.
spirit.
And it's made, people that make any type of lei, it's their mana that goes
That's
into
Yes,
right.
it.
100%.
And
Thank-
you look, just real quick, that's a
ahead.
vili lei also.
Oh my gosh,
so we
that
don't
is so
think about.
beautiful.
But anyway, mahalo for letting
Thank
me
you
have
so
a
much.
moment.
Come back.
We'll see you May 1st at the
Love
Kapiolani
you.
Park and then May 2nd at Mauna
Yes,
Ala.
yes.
And again, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you for allowing me to be here.
We love
We
you.
love you.
Love you,
Love you.
folks.
Tell
All
them
right,
we love him too.
Thank you so much for joining us right here on Island Life Live. We're